Hello again. I posted MVI 1360. How was this possible? And this viewer wrote, still don't trust Republicans, so not thinking a Trump presidency will happen. If it does happen, it won't last long, though. So many people hate Trump. Well, since this individual, John H. is what he goes by, doesn't trust Republicans, he's either an independent or a whacked out Democrat. I'm inclined to think he's probably a whacked out Democrat. With the name of John, I don't believe that he's African American. And the reason that I say that, and I'm going to go through this for my fairly new viewers and subscribers. I've got a friend who's African American, and when he grew up, he had his own drinking fountain to use, he had his own bathroom to use, but he accepted it for being what it is because that's what it was. He didn't know any different. And he's a Democrat, or I should say he was a Democrat. I believe that over time I've made mention of certain things that he's done his own research. He's a retired New York police officer. So what he did is he went ahead and did a lot of Googling. I had asked him if he knew who started the Ku Klux Klan. He didn't know. I asked him if he was familiar with the Jim Crow laws, and he said he lived through them. And I said, well, do you have any idea who brought those about? He didn't know. I asked him if he knew who was against immigration in the late 20s and early 30s. Again, he didn't know. But being a policeman, ex-retired policeman, he did his own research. And he was somewhat surprised. He found out that the Ku Klux Klan was started by the Democrats. He found out that the Jim Crow laws were brought about by the Democrats. He found out that those that were against immigration in the late 20s and early 30s were again Democrats. I don't believe he's going to remain being a Democrat. I also asked him if he knew who started the slave trade. Actually, who's still in the slave trade. He wasn't certain. He did his research, and he found out that Muslims, Arab Muslims. So, when you look at the pieces of the puzzle, you have to ask yourself a question. How can a black man, an African American, support Democrats? Well, no different than my friend. He didn't know. So if you have any African American friends, like I do, why don't you try to educate them? Send them this video. Have them do their own research. Have them come to their own conclusion. What Obama was able to do was he was able to fool Americans into thinking he was an African American. He is a Sunni Muslim. And if you don't believe me, believe Obama. Google when Obama says, I am one of them. I am a Muslim. I'm glad John McCain didn't bring up my Muslim faith. Why do you think he always supports Muslims? He is one of them. He's given them hundreds of billions of dollars. He's done to America what he says America did to Africans, enslaved them. But he's also enslaved a whole lot of African Americans. Do your own research. You'll come to the same conclusion my friend did. So to say that you don't trust Republicans, either do I. Not the ones that we have in the Senate or in Congress. We need a complete overhaul. And the only one that can do a complete overhaul of this country is the Donald. You know what I think. You know why I think what I think. The question now is, what do you think?